Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is Will It Off-Road at the races. Every season of Will It Off-Road, we take the two fastest and the two slowest from that season, and we race them up and down Mount Chiliad. So we go all the way to the top, come all the way back down, and then because, we've got a damage descent in normal Will It Off-Road, we go all the way back to the top again, and then back down. The farther we go in the race, the fewer checkpoints there are, so the riskier it becomes. If you have to respawn, everyone is in the exact same car. Well, not the exact same car. Everybody is in the Karin Futo GTX. Some people have their own, and they're racing their own. Some people had to borrow them. We do it as a GTA race, so you can let somebody borrow a car. Oops, I've had an accident. That cost me the lead, and then Hobo nearly spun out in his overtake. That was great. But yeah, so everybody is in the right car. If somebody that borrowed a car has to respawn, they respawn in a stock version of the car. Excuse me, I have hiccups. So that's the general premise. It's a race. There are still rules. If somebody knocks someone else off the mountain, they have to stop and wait for them. You have to race clean. You can't use the wrong car. If you do use the wrong car, you can't finish before the right car finishes. But we just make everybody choose the stock version of the right car, so that there shouldn't be a problem with people having the wrong car. Of course, for Will It Off-Road at the races, there isn't there isn't a bingo, simply because I haven't made one. However, there are plenty of props and smoke and fire and klaxons and guitar riffs and all kinds of wonderful things. The downside is all those stunt props makes the camera go a little wonky now and then if any wheels leave the road, so it is a bit of a struggle. But hey, on the upside, giant tires in the middle of the mountain. So hey, what are you gonna do? There is a behind-the-scenes version of Will It Off-Road at the races. I don't know what the series is called. And of course, you can watch that version, which is slightly longer, has slightly fewer edits, and you can also hear our in-game banter through Discord as the backing track instead of me doing the normal voiceover that you hear in the public. But next week, I might include Discord chat instead of doing a voiceover, just so you get a sample of what the behind-the-scenes version is. So maybe you could consider either making a monthly pledge on Patreon, becoming a YouTube member by clicking join right here on YouTube, or subscribing over on Twitch. All three of those get you access to the Vainglorious Supporters channel on the Vainglorious Discord server. As long as you have your respective service linked, you'll automatically get a role that will let you into that channel, and that's where I post the links to the unlisted behind-the-scenes videos, and in my opinion, they are the better video. Sadly, the photo can't get quite enough speed, in my opinion, though Sven managed to do it, I think. So I had to do what I call the grandma run, where I go back and get a little speed, like grandma would. I don't know, would grandma really be driving up a mountain? I don't know, but I still call it the granny run. Ooh, there we go. There's that wonky camera going into play as I go up on two wheels. And then I get high-centered, which sucks. There we go. I'm gone. So, I believe we have Commander Hobo in first, Sven in second, and then I'm coming up in third with Charlie right behind me. Part of the fun of Will It Off-Road at the races is meeting the oncoming traffic that's struggling behind. Of course, we do have one of the neon stunt tubes. Why? I don't know. I felt like putting a neon tube here. I may even put more. I'm not sure. Sven did get wedged between the rock and the neon tube. I thought it would be a good thing to encourage people to go faster there. And in later races, you will see people taking advantage of the tube to do some pretty wicked in-the-air overtakes. I'm being way overly cautious, but I just don't trust the brakes and handling of this car. I just don't. But I'm doing all right. I'm in second place. Granted, third place is right behind me, and first place, as you can see there, clearly just way ahead, several turns ahead. Matter of fact, he's down onto towards the last jump, whereas I'm up here having a minor accident and trying my best to, one, pull off a sick drift, accomplished, and two, keep Sven behind me. And he tried to take one of his Sven lines The Futo kind of bit him in the ass, and he had to respawn. As long as he gets the checkpoint, though, he's okay. I'm not sure if he got the checkpoint or not, though. I will, one of these seasons of World Offroad, start including other people's footage. However, I do know that Charlie, NFM Racing, has been recording as well and posting the videos on his YouTube channel occasionally. So you can at least see another, wow, perspective from another participant. I know he had a World Offroad video. He didn't call it that, but it was World Offroad. That's what we were recording when he was recording. And so it's kind of cool to see a different perspective. And one of these days I'll actually incorporate their footage into my videos as well. Managing to hold off Sven even after he tried to take me out. It was an accident. He was, flying through the air, couldn't really avoid hitting me. Hillside just randomly on fire back there. By the way, pay no attention to the actual race time. It's not really all that accurate, simply because we wait till everybody has the car. So I don't think we went on this race until like close to the actual 1 minute mark. So we've only been racing now for actually about 6 minutes. I did make it so people could turn around there instead of do the handbrake turn. I think it makes it a little bit faster. Hobo did the handbrake turn. I didn't. And look at this. Unless Hobo had an accident somewhere that I didn't notice, I think it's definitely faster than doing the handbrake turn, because you lose so much speed in the handbrake turn. Hobo taking a really different line. I do follow it in one or two of the races. It seems to really getting pretty far ahead at first, but then I'm not really so sure in the end, because here's Sven and I right on this bumper. Of course, Sven and I both struggling to keep our cars going straight and not hit each other. It was a challenge. I'm just barely hanging on to second place. I don't think I keep it by the end of the race. I'm not 100% certain. Ooh, wow, Hobo taking another risky line in the Futo. Did it pay off? Yeah, kind of, but he lost so much speed that we're right here behind him again. In fact, he lost so much speed, I'm able to do that. So, yeah, I think his move did not pay off. So, you win some, you lose some. Right now, I am in first place. I'd like to stay there. I really don't think I do. Honestly, I can't remember. It was 3 days ago now when I'm recording this voiceover. Oh, hello, Sven and Hobo. Oh, Hobo back in the lead because of that minor incident Sven and I had. But it's 3 days ago from when I'm recording this voiceover that we actually did the races. And when I edit them, I just kind of lightly edit these just enough to get rid of some black screen time at the end of the race. And when you switch who you're spectating. And then I edit the intro, and then I go to the final results screen, and I don't really pay attention to it when I'm editing. It's just so it'll be on screen. We'll know in a couple minutes, though. I think this is about an 11-minute race. The Futo GTX really struggles because, it has a lot of torque. And, it has a lot of top speed, but what it doesn't have is a lot of grip to be able to put that torque down, especially here in the dirt. So you wind up with your wheels spinning just non-stop. I'm just waiting for Hobo to figure out which direction is forward. You wind up with your wheels just spinning constantly, and because of that, you also wind up with the back end wanting to come around all the time. Sven trying to go over the top, didn't get it done. But that's one of those things I wanted to put that tube there for, was to make moves like that possible. So there was less of risk. I know it looks like I'm trying to block Sven, and I'm not. It's just my car was going that direction. He managed to carry a little more speed up that than I did, though. So good for him. And I don't know if Hobo's going to go over the granny line again, or if he's just going to try it. Looks like he's just going to try it. I tried it, but spun out, gave up, came down here with Hobo. So that now cost me quite a bit of time. And now I'm in third place. And this thing is still struggling to climb the side of this rock. Oh, man. But there we go. We got it up. Now, in the racing version, I normally go off the ramp in the regular videos. But in the racing version, to get speed, going right here is key. Because if you can land it on this bit of the mountain and keep the car going straight, you can really get a lot of speed. But I was a little too far to the left. You really want to go more to the right than that. Because it's nice. It's not flat, but it's smooth. And you get a massive amount of speed and just launch down the mountain. Did someone die? I think Hobo blew up. I know he blew up somewhere in this race. Did he already blow up? I wasn't watching the bottom left corner. I am in second somehow, though, even though I'm doing absolutely terrible. I think I keep second in this race, which is, I think, the best performance I deliver in all 4 of our races. Of course, this week we have the Karin Futo GTX and the Emperor Vectre. Next week we will have the Volker Warner HKR and the Karin Sultan RS Classic. Yeah, I just stopped to think what the other fast one was. Which a lot of people hated, a lot of people loved the Sultan. It was really a mixed bag. We all universally agreed the Futo was just a pain. The HKR not much better, but at least it was more controlled. I thought I could get over the woodpile and steal a victory. Alas, I couldn't get it done. Should have taken first. I'm in second. And there's Dark Doctor back in last place. I'm going to go spectate J-Bos because he has just... It's hideous and beautiful because of how hideous his car is. Just so over-the-top design with that massive wing, the tires on top, the heart-shaped exhaust. I mean, everything about the car is wrong, which because of that makes it completely right. If you're not sure how that works, oh well, just figure it out. And that's the end of the race. I did come in second with a race time of about 11 minutes because I think we started at 55 seconds on that one. And our results screen should be coming up after Sven has his celebratory slow clap. Yes, well done, Sven. There we go. There's where everybody finished, which to say 4 people. And that brings us to the next vehicle, which is the Emperor Vectre. This car, much faster race. This thing loves this mountain. We're going on 110, and everybody off to a quick start. Looks like some people in the back might have had a little bit of an issue. Sven bumped me a little bit. I don't think he realized, and I didn't call him out for it. So he manages to sneak into first, but I'm right back on his bumper again, just looking for any opportunity to overtake. However, a little bit too much speed right there, and you got to be careful on that little bump. It will cost you dearly. As you can see, I lost 2 places just because I flew off for that last little second. Managed to clip a tree. Honestly, I forgot how much understeer this car has at speed, and so I struggled a little bit. However, Hobo had to borrow my car because he doesn't own it, and so I'm now chasing my own car. Managed to help Hobo do an accidental 6 stunt. You wonder why I hesitated while he was spinning? That's because that's the rules of racing. If you hit someone, you wait. You cause them to have a problem, you wait. That's just how it works. And we operate by those rules of racing because it's just the right thing to do. Man, there is a tight pack right here from 5th, 4th, 3rd to 2nd. Charlie's got a little bit of a gap, but as far as the 3rd place battle, it's close. We've got Donkey in 3rd, Hobo right behind him. Actually, I thought Hobo was going to get the overtake done, but nope. And then I'm right behind Hobo. So, yeah, and then you can see Sven, or NFM pretty far out ahead, and then Sven up there in 1st place. He's way up there. Just miles and miles ahead. So he's doing really well. Unfortunately, this car is big enough that there's just not a whole lot of opportunity to do an overtake. I waited for Hobo again, and he could have got that overtake done on Donkey, I think, if I wouldn't have hit him. I just thought he was going to carry more speed into the corner. I forgot that this is like his first time driving this car up the mountain. 2-wheel action cost me a lot of time, but at least I saved it. Accidental 6 stunt on my part. I do love the fireworks going into the tube. I would place more fireworks and smoke and fire in general, but I've reached the prop limit for those type of things. Those are all counted as fireworks, and well, the race is at its prop limit. So I've still got about 100 actual regular props I can place down. Maybe I'm just going to have to put in a bunch of blimps. I don't know. We do have one blimp. It's actually right there. On the other side, it just says roll it off-road at the races. I was really hoping to make up some time right here. Maybe make up a place or two. Made up one. Donkey seems to be struggling, so I did make up 2 places during that. However, we've got a moron who doesn't understand what stay to the right means. And because of that, I immediately lose those 2 places. I was so pissed at him. You stay to the right, you let fast racer go. There's Donkey trying to take advantage of the 2. I was busy watching Donkey do a stunt, and... Oh, no, that's not what happened here. I wasn't busy watching Donkey do the stunt. You may notice that I just kind of stopped steering. Yeah, and then here, I was like, respawn. Why can't I respawn? Why can you not respawn while you're falling? And then I looked down at my controller and realized my batteries had died. Thankfully, I have tons of rechargeable batteries nearby, so you'll be able to tell as soon as I get those batteries in. There we go. So that hurt me bad. So lesson learned, check your batteries, friends. Make sure your battery level is good before you go into a racing situation. So it did cost me just 1 place. Somehow there's a bunch of people behind me, but then I screwed that up. So just having a bad race overall, just having that incident kind of messed with my mindset, I think. I don't know. If you're into like any type of serious racing, or even casual racing, you know that one little thing can kind of throw your game off, and then it's just really hard to get back into the groove sometimes. It's just a bit of a challenge. Somebody just took a really risky line down that cliff. It looks like it worked for them, though. I don't know who that was. I have no clue who that was. But well done them, but now they're going off to the side of the mountain, so whatever. They took too much speed through here. There's so many places that you just have to be careful on this mountain. That you want to floor it because you want to catch the people in front of you, keep the people behind you. But if you're not careful, that speed will bite you in the ass. And because of it, I got a spot because somebody else went too fast. It's not to say I'm having a good race. I'm not. It's somebody else's mistake that caused me problems. I mean, look, here comes the leader back up, I think. Oh, no, it was just somebody going the wrong way. But I do believe the leader is on their way back up. I see a dot pointing this direction down there. Yeah, that is an FM, I believe is who that was. It went by so quick. And the version of the video that I watch when I record these voiceovers is a pretty low resolution, so it can be hard to see the names. I do like the Vectre, though. Everything about me being in 6th place and this being a bad race is my fault, not the cars. There's a World Off-Road bingo spot. If only there were World Off-Road at the races bingo cars. Thought Donkey and I were going to have a bit of a problem. I know what he was doing. He was going for a better line through there. I discovered this is actually quicker than the other way around. But I missed the checkpoint. So it's quicker if you don't miss the checkpoint. So I might need to move that checkpoint just to make that turn a little bit easier, no matter which direction you choose to go. So that was fun. Cost me some time. Gonna go back up the mountain, see if I can salvage anything here. Taking that Commander Hobo line from earlier just to see how I like it. And it's not bad, but I think waiting and taking the other line through the woods is better. Oh, wow, Hobo must be having some major issues because he was up in like 2nd or 3rd, and now he's back there in 6th. Holy cow. Oof. I landed like the front end just dug in and just wouldn't let me go. So now I've got to keep Hobo off, and he's in literally a car identical to mine, but something happened, and he just is now far behind me. He was right there on my bumper. I don't know what happened to Hobo. I'd have to watch the behind-the-scenes version of the video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Speaking of, being a sellout, there is now Will It Off-Road merch available in the Vainglorious merch store. There's 3 different designs. One's just a silhouette of Mount Chiliad. There's another one that is an outline of the course up the mountain. And then there's a third one in silhouette of 3 trucks jumping off the top for the damage descent. Over time, I'll rotate in some more vehicles jumping off the top. I have several shots that we captured, but I just wanted to introduce the trucks first. But if you like Will It Off-Road and you'd like some Will It Off-Road merch, I try to keep the prices fairly reasonable. I can't do anything about the shipping costs because it's through Teespring. I guess the name's just Spring. So if shipping's expensive to your area, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I try to offer products that are available internationally and not just in the U.S., so that shipping isn't massively huge. But occasionally some stock goes, or some items go out of stock for international shipping. So it just kind of sucks. So still back here in 5th place, which means I am at risk of DNFing because we've got 8 racers. So 4th place will actually dictate who's going to start at the DNF time. Now this is how you really want to do this. You're going to be a little farther to the right and then not bounce. Never mind, that's not how you want to do it. Oh, there's that hobo suicide. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if borrowing a car from somebody gets rid of the armor or what, because he shouldn't have suicided. But it is also a stunt race, and I know even in the fully armored car, if you land directly on your roof, and that's what he did, the car can still blow up in the stunt race. There's Donkey. I was really hoping to get 4th place from him, but I just struggled too much. I had hit too many things. I know there were people cheering for me. The people who had, once they finished the race, they were watching, and they were cheering me on. That wasn't bad, but I then spun. And all the time that I gained in the air, I immediately lost. Donkey's right there, though. It's going to take either a major fail on Donkey's part or some incredibly good luck and skill on my part to get a 4th place out of this. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. Which is kind of sad. Yeah, he's got it. I am going to try to pull off a wood pile overtake, but fail to get it done. So I'm going to come in 5th, and that's going to do it for our first week of Will It Off-Road at the races. We'll be back again next week for 1 week. And then Will It Off-Road will take a very short break while I get some videos that were recorded months ago uploaded. And then we will be back with a special season of Will It Off-Road from the Project Homecoming server, featuring a bunch of mean vehicles. So if there's a mean vehicle from Project Homecoming you'd like to see us on the mountain with, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to congratulate FM in Racing and stay vainglorious.